Hi, this is Derek Harper with the Key Locations team. Today we're going to talk about mid-lease walkthroughs, or condition reports as I call them. A lot of times during a lease, especially longer term leases, the owner is going to want you to walk through the property probably at least once or twice a year, sometimes every quarter. This is more of a condition walkthrough while the tenant is in the property. We'll just notify the tenant usually at least 24 hours in advance of what we're going to do, that we're going to film this for the owner, that it's basically to check on maintenance of the property, make sure there's nothing that the owner needs to take care of. We'll show up with a little video kit, start on the outside of the property, things you want to look for outside, roof condition, any obvious damage to shingles or the little rubber vent boots that come up out of the roof to protect the vents, and the pipes that come out of the roof. You're checking trim for any visible signs of damage, wood rot, checking windows for cracks, checking screens for tears in the screens, and just any other maintenance that sticks out and is obvious as far as the house itself. Also checking the landscape, make sure the tenant is doing what they're supposed to be doing, mowing, edging, picking up the trash, picking up the dog waste if they have a pet, trimming the hedges. And then for the owner, if the owner's got larger trees that need to be limbed up, it's a good time to catch those, inspect those, or larger bushes that need trimming, mulch that needs to be added to the beds, things like that. When you get to the inside of the house, you're going to check for tenant taking care of the house, keeping it clean, keeping it picked up, no major stains on the carpet. If the tenant doesn't have pets, you want to ensure the tenant has not had any pets in there, no pet odors, pet dander, pet stains on carpets, things like that. You want to check safety items, make sure that the smoke detectors are all in place, green lighted, that they have the batteries in place. Check the HVAC filters, great time to check that, make sure the tenant's changing those on a regular basis if that you have that as their responsibility in the lease. Check your batteries in your thermostats, so you're not calling your HVAC guy out there for a service call just to replace batteries in a thermostat. Also want to check all your plumbing areas, your main plumbing areas, your laundry room, your sinks, kitchen, bathroom, tub areas, and your water heater area. Make sure there's no active visible leaks around there, drips, or evidence of past leaks. Also checking for same time evidence of mold in those areas so that you can get a head start on something and catch it before it gets to be a worse problem. Again, videoing all this for the owner is a great way to share this with the owner and have an excuse to chat with the owner, continue to rapport with the owner, and show him that you are taking care of your responsibilities as his property manager. Once we're done with the inspection, we'll thank the tenant, take the video back to our office, upload it onto somewhere like Google Drive where we can share it with the owner. If we see obvious maintenance that needs to be done, we might go ahead and be proactive and get a few estimates for that maintenance, so that as we share the video with the owner, we're also sharing estimates that we have already worked ahead and gotten for the owner. So all the owner really has to do with that one call is make a decision on going forward with the maintenance. Makes it very efficient, easy to do. The owner realizes and recognizes that you're taking care of his property like he expects. He's happy, tenant's happy that you're walking through and taking care of issues that need to be looked over on the property. Everybody's happy. So that's basically it. Again, it depends on your market, how often you want to do this. If you're in a great market and you have great tenants, you may only do it on annual lease renewals or move-ins and move-outs. If you're in a less than great, B, C, D property market, you might want to do them as often as quarterly, maybe even as often as monthly, depending on where you're at and how your owner wants you to handle things like this. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the tips. This is Derek Harper again with Key Locations Property Management. And if you got any questions, you'll see our contact information on this short video clip. Feel free to give us a call, send us an email, and we'll be happy to help if we can. Thanks again. Bye.